All right, everybody, welcome back to Game Over Cancer, day number 2. Super hype. I will be your host for the evening. I am the only tugboat. I'm going to be reading off donations and just generally having fun. All right, first up, we got Bowser's Fury, we got Mr. Cab running, and we also got Oglib on commentary. All right, guys, without any further ado, take it away.
Hi, everybody. We've got Bowser's Fury here. When did this game come out? Like in 2019 or 2020? I think it was 2020.
I think the anniversary was 2 months, 2 years, 2 years, 2 months, something like that.
2 years of this game. My goodness.
Yeah. Great game.
So, yeah, this is just a little bit of a collective fun. I guess we should just go ahead and get started, huh? Got Glib here on commentary.
Hi, that's me.
Cab. Glib's better at saying words than I am right now, so.
The Cab's better at the game. See, we're playing to each other's strengths here. Play the game real good, and then it'll be great.
This being my strength is really. And, you might see the 0 there because we're on the. I think it's because we're on the physical card. I already kind of ran through it once, so it loaded up the opening cutscene, which is, 30 seconds or something dumb like that. Speed running tongue. All right, so let's get this started in 3, 2, 1, go. Except, I guess now go. Whatever. Good enough. It's like 5 seconds. So, I think the plot to this game is Mario was out for a walk, got sucked into a Mario Sunshine M, and landed on a boat. And Bowser's really mad. He's having a bad day. I think that's basically it.
Yeah, Bowser's having what the kids would call a normal one. Just put some real basic movement to start.
Yeah, there is like some cool movement you can do. I believe they refer to it as vectoring, where you kind of get a jump going and slam the stick at a 45-degree angle, and if you're really good at that, you can kind of see Mario's movement pick up a little bit.
Yeah, that's a thing that's present in both this game and also the 3D World section of the game, which allows you to get some really, really crazy speed built up. But it's not as super useful in this game as it can be in 3D World. And like Cap said, it is kind of difficult, so you won't see it a whole lot. But we are picking up Bowser Jr., and we're telling him to help us a lot. Bowser Jr. is actually super, super useful this time. You'll see Cab use him to pick up some things here and there. You'll see him help defeat enemies. Just all over the place, Bowser Jr. is going to be helping out, making things go really fast.
Yeah. There is a trade-off to having Bowser Jr. help me a lot. There are some faraway things. You might even kind of notice me there kind of pointing this little Bowser Jr. pointer at the screen a lot earlier. And Bowser Jr. was like not really going where I wanted because he insisted on trying to basically get to okay, we did it. He insisted on fighting enemies rather than going after the coins I wanted him to get. Like he is right here as well. Which is like, it's annoying early in the game, and then later on there's enough things where I want Bowser Jr. to just beat up enemies for me that is not really calling for me.
Yeah, you also saw there he bounced off of Bowser Jr., which is a thing they let you do. And there's quite a few skips just on that island alone right there that you saw, but also some other stuff. Bounce off of Bowser Jr. in order to kind of keep your height, keep going. And like 3D World, if you've ever watched the 3D World speedrun, Cat Mario is everything. It's the same thing in this game. The cat suit is really, really by far and away the best power-up in the game. And so Cat will more than likely have it, the majority of the time.
Yeah. If I don't have a cat suit on in this run, it's going to be because I specifically want a Tanuki suit to have the tail, or because I want to not lose my cat suit, so I'm going to lose a boomerang suit or something instead. Where are you going?
Yeah, there will be some spots where you might just take some damage, so you swap to another suit. You'll see down the bottom, if you've never played this game before, this game does power-ups a lot differently than a lot of other Mario games, where instead of just having like a certain power-up, you can actually store up to 5 power-ups of each type. So as you play through the game, you can get a lot of power-ups stored up, and some of them can be used just to basically for iframes and stuff like that. There's a nice little bounce off of Bowser Jr. to get up to this lighthouse shine really quick. Basically what Cab is wanting to do here is get to at least 5 shines before Bowser rears his ugly head and gets very angry. This game is very, very, very cycle-based, and you want to basically hit every cycle you can in order to fight Bowser and kind of advance the plot as quickly as possible.
I'm going to slide in super quick there because we got a $10 donation from maybe someone we might see later on called Drunken Darkakian. Thank you so much for the donation, and if you want it to go towards any of the incentives, just shoot a message out in chat, and I'll make sure to update those incentives for you as well.
So you can see there Bowser Jr. doesn't want to go after that red coin for me. He wants to come over here. Because we're talking about cycles a little bit, it is worth at some point talking about some of the things that you're going to see in this game as far as cycles go, and what's on each island. Just a lot of this game is kind of made up of mini levels that are these islands. Each one has 5 shines on it. Of those shines, one of them is also going to be like a collect 5 red coins sort of shine. There's 3 other ones, and there's another shine that is sort of this break the fury blocks shine. Bowser, go get that one for me. Thank you. So when it starts raining, you know Bowser is coming. And he pops out, maybe the bell lights up. These fury blocks can only actually be destroyed by Bowser's fire breath. And specifically these are like giant fury blasts. So pretty much every time Bowser's out, besides wanting to beat him up with Giga Bells, I want to at least unleash one of those fury blocks too, just to kind of, get them all unlocked, because that's part of the 100 shines we're collecting here. I'm intentionally not getting that red coin right now, because if you get a shine while Bowser's out, except for in one very specific point in the game, it sends Bowser back into the water, and then you have to wait another 3 minutes before you can have your Kaiju battle with him. Who's ready for Kaiju, Mario? Let's go.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Bowser gets a life meter and everything. I love it. So there's generally ways to get Bowser to. Do I have this going? You want to kind of get Bowser and Mario kind of pinned together like that. One other thing that you can do besides scratching is wait for him to jump into the air and ground pound him, because it's a Mario game. And that's what you do.
Yeah, this fight will come back a number of times throughout, so it'll kind of evolve every time the cat does it. Right now, the only thing Bowser can do is he can try to breathe fire at you or land on you like that. So you really want to try and speed it up as much as possible, get as much as these cat swipes in order to bring his health down. But now that Bowser 1 is done, Cab is going to unlock the second set of islands.
Nice. Bowser reaches some map, and there's Plessy, the star of Mario 3D World. You get one of these lost cats here, mostly because we're already here, but also there's 3 of these cats in the game, or 3 of these types of puzzles, as it were. And the next one, I believe, does not appear until you've completed the one before it. So definitely want that unlocked for later. Well, that said, we're not going to rescue all of the second cat's kittens until post-game. Spoilers. Yeah,
there will be a very, very specific reason why we leave the second set for after post-game. Yeah. A good story, actually. But, other than that, it's just trying to collect shines as quickly as possible. Every island has 5 of their own, and there's also just a handful of basically overworld cat shines that you try to get. And just, really smart routing and movement to kind of just keep collecting shines as quickly as possible, moving between islands so that they, the next shine becomes available. It's just a lot of really, really quick, rapid-fire action in this game.
That's actually true. Like, shines generally don't appear as long as you're still on the same island. You have to kind of leave and get another island's, welcome text to appear before the second shine, or the next shine as it will actually appear. The only exception are the red coins and the Fury Block shines, which are generally always available.
Yeah, so that's really the main reason why Cab is going back and forth between islands, because you need to go to somewhere else in order to get them to pop up, as opposed to, you know, normally you just stay there and do everything that way. But since you have to be making all these different visits, you just kind of want to go back and forth as quickly as you can.
It's just
grab an LS token.
An LS token.
That shine as well.
I could hypothetically like pick these up whenever once I free them, but I also want to make sure that I'm reaching the threshold. I think it's 15 to get the second Giga Belt unlocked, so I can do Bowser 2. Otherwise, when Bowser comes out, I can break open a Fury Block, but I can't actually grab a Giga Belt to fight him to sort of advance. The game towards being able to beat it in as few seconds as possible.
I'm going to squeak in again because we got another donation from another familiar name too. We got a $10 Canadian donation from ProPiece, and they say, "Let's go Mets." Oh wait, wrong game. Good luck, Cabby. Going towards the Mickey Mouse incentive. But what we got going on right now for the Mickey Mouse incentive is actually a character bid war where Mickey and Minnie are the playable characters. And right now, Mickey is winning by $20 and nobody has shown Minnie any love. So knowing it's going towards that Mickey Mouse incentive, who's your favorite character? I want to see it in chat.
So that was supposed to be an island where we ride this ice skate through this really slow, annoying thing. But Plussie's awesome, so we're just going to do that. Don't worry, we'll get to see the ice skate later. Which, if you play
we definitely will.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Those blue coins we got on Fort Flaptrap are, that's the easy blue coin shine in the game. The rest of them, well, at least two of the other ones, are probably the most annoying shines in the game, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. You know, some love for Minnie. I like, my nieces are a big fan of Minnie, so that would probably be my pick as well.
What shot's that? I'm gonna come up here. Grab
I
this.
kept going into one of these side areas of the game. The bonus cloud area. All you gotta do is just kill all of the little walking rock boxes and you get a nice.
I think the Bowser timer actually pauses while you're in these cloud levels anyway.
I think so as well.
There's a lot of good resources on the leaderboards for this that people have put way too much time into, and I love them for it. As far as like, how do you figure out when Bowser's coming in?
Yeah, we kind of only briefly touched on it, but there is so much of this game, especially with 100 Shines, that has to deal with Bowser's routing and when he will pop up and when you can fight him and all of that. It's not a very simple like, oh, he just goes away from you. Like, depending on how many shines you have, where you are in the game, all of this stuff, there's so many different variables that goes into when Bowser's going to pop up again. So, the top runners and the community have done a ton of research and figuring out, okay, how can we route this out so that we can get the most shines that we can, also get Bowser to stop and spawn as quickly as possible. When you get up to, those higher levels, you can get all of the shines you need and be basically waiting on Bowser to show up. So, there's also been research into, okay, how can we get Bowser to show up faster so we don't have to be waiting on all of these cycles. So there's a ton of research that went into this game, just on Bowser alone.
I think if I was doing this like perfectly optimally, I would have actually like loaded the save after the first Bowser fight. But I honestly just have not had enough time to work on the game as much as I would have liked to like work out, okay, I'm gonna have to still get that next Bowser fight when I'm done with that, right? But, yeah, it's crazy with those cycles. And this is of course also playing without amiibos. Not to be too memeish, but I believe the Bowser amiibo does make it so like you can basically summon Bowser with a Bowser amiibo, which negates a lot of that cycle research.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact timing, but like there's split categories obviously between using amiibo and not, and like the using amiibo category is just so much more faster than the not, just because you can, all of that research and everything, you don't need it. You can just summon Bowser whenever you want.
Let's see if I can get this really quick. We'll try again later.
So that cat shine, they want you to ride on those ice flows in order to get it, and you can just kind of dive up and that shine will be there, so yeah, he'll go back through that area plenty of times.
Sending Bowser Jr. after Cheep Cheeps for me so I don't have to get in the water.
Yeah, this is one of those segments where Bowser Jr. attacking stuff can be really useful because that little battle minigame, if you have to do it as Mario, is very, very slow compared to Bowser Jr. driving Cheep Cheeps for you.
There we go. So at this point, I know Bowser's coming soon. He's coming out of the water a little bit there. The spikes aren't showing yet, so that's a plus. Does mean I have a little more time that I know what to do with. So let's just grab this, which I'm pretty sure I do when I'm playing the game anyway. This is where you kind of get into what do you want to do, and because you're also kind of limited by Bowser cycles, you want to be relatively close to a Fury Block, or have a plan at least to get to a Fury Block when Bowser's coming or you know Bowser's coming. So you don't want to get in the middle of a really long shine. Like there's an icy sort of like windmill island all the way in the top corner of the map. And see, like right now he's thinking about it. Let's see if I can get this.
Yep, those spikes are red now, so he's pretty close.
This is a Fury Shadow, not Delusion. The thing is, once again, like I said, Bowser, if you get a shine while Bowser's out, it sends Bowser back into the sludge. So when you're in the middle of getting some of these, it's like, okay, make sure you actually get it before Bowser comes out. And also, because Bowser can kind of land in... He pretty much lands in set spots if you're in a spot. It's not a bad idea to just kind of plant yourself in front of some Fury Blocks. So that when Bowser lands, he's not in like some weird corner and you've got to figure out what you're doing and is he going to hit it. And then he's generally going to breathe fire once before he does something again. So he's going to keep this hit here. I want to see what
He'll do maybe one or two blasts that will break Fury Blocks before piecing out on its own, and obviously you don't want that to happen because then you just wasted the cycle more or less. So really making sure you're just, firmly planted right next to some Fury Blocks before he shows up, just so that you know for sure you're going to at least get one.
Yeah, I want to get mostly one every cycle. This is the most annoying one because you got to just kind of scratch Bowser as he passes by to knock him down. Now, we hope that we can get Bowser to stun lock again. There he goes. He's out.
Sometimes when he's spinning like that and you're trying to cast scratch him, the game will decide that you got the hit and scratched him, but also he hit you. And losing your cat using this fight can be pretty costly. He does have an extra one that you could go grab. He's got 2 of the Giga Bells unlocked, but obviously that's going to work all the time compared to just constantly getting damage on Bowser.
I'm not sure how that second hit happened.
Yeah, I was surprised, but hey, that worked out.
I'm not going to complain.
That fight, you only have to take Bowser down to half, and then he just goes away again.
Plessy, what are you doing to me? Let's go. Get this because it's here.
That is, like, that little spot right there is probably some of the longest time I've seen somebody wait for Plessy. They actually made Plessy really, really, the AI for it is really, really good, actually. Plessy will show up almost anywhere you're going, and if you bail out and go somewhere else, Plessy will show up there too. They made it very, very useful. Getting between islands really, really quickly with Plessy.
He's wasting all the time in the world right now. Don't mind me. That like little cat climb is actually really annoying. I don't think I can do anything from here either. Whatever, we'll get it later. I'm getting out of here. Let's wrap this up already.
Magic Koopa. In case you haven't seen it yet, everything in this game is a cat. Actually everything.
Literally everything. If it's not a cat yet, it probably will be.
Yeah, I was saying, if you're saying, well, wait a minute, this isn't a cat. Yeah, hold on. It might be soon.
I think there's exactly one thing in this game that is not a cat. Let's go get the most annoying shiny movie.
Boy.
I
can't really wait on this one, but I believe in the dream.
This is the actual island we like skipped all of earlier. But now, instead of the original track that we were gonna have, we have some blue coins here. Let's see if I can get. Bowser Jr., what are you doing? So the problem is this game. Wow. Didn't get that one. What are you doing to me? Well, these coins are really annoying, and if you don't get them, you have to go back to the start pretty much again. It's very hard to actually get these on foot.
Yeah.
And yeah, making your way back to the start of this is just painful. We don't want to do it.
That skate just like, it doesn't drive well at all. Like you make any sort of little tiny movement and it'll just veer one way or the other. It's actually like, Cap got through there pretty cleanly, but that, at least for me, is definitely like the hardest shine for me to do. It's so touchy, and if you miss one coin, you pretty much are done. You're not going to be able to get it in time. What's this? We got more blue coins. Here. This time, Kev will actually sort of climb the tower instead of just the cat climbing over all of it.
The best thing about getting the blue points here is you actually, now that you've climbed the tower once, they actually show you how to climb the tower.
Yeah.
Thanks, game. So clicking on the tower with this is with the R button, by the way. If you've not played this game, you're wondering, but how do you do this? Being invincible also shows off a lot of the walls, much like in, what is that, 8.5 or something in 3D World?
I know which level you're talking about, but yeah, I don't remember the actual number of it.
I know.
That was actually a really lucky star. So, we haven't mentioned this yet. Coins are in this game, and every 100 coins you get a random power-up. So Cab getting a star there was actually from getting 100 coins. So, it's, as far as I know, completely random what power-up you might get. The star there was pretty useful.
I'm kind of just back in. Alright, well now what do I do? I don't particularly want to start this climb, but maybe I should.
Yeah, this is... Okay, yeah, this is a long stage. Also has the best music in it. This is one of those that Cab was talking about, where you really don't want to be in the middle of this, and then all of a sudden Bowser's getting mad and starting to pop up.
Yeah. Think I have enough time? If I don't, oh well.
Probably do. Yeah. Because with Catsuit and the propeller hat, you can actually get up this pretty quickly.
What's my fine if I fall down? What do I owe the marathon?
$6 billion.
I don't know if I can afford that fine. Maybe I shouldn't have submitted this run. I do agree with you though, this music is awesome.
Yeah, they reuse a handful of tracks, but this is the only island that has this track. It's a really nice, beautiful waltz.
Just saying, chat says probably $20. Just throwing it out there.
I can agree with that.
I need to keep my $20. Give it on my own terms.
Have somebody outbidding themselves. It went from 50 to 55.
Yo,
What's
up, Conster?
It does track.
Alright, so one other thing I won't be doing because I'm not good at video games. Mario 3D World has this... Yeah, I'm not nearly good enough to get the ice speed jumps. But in theory, the fastest way down from here is to just kind of jump down. But imagine if I had like super speed, and now I'm doing exactly this, what you're seeing here.
Oh, I've never even seen that, but yeah, you can crouch on ice, and it'll just let you build up speed because that's just how it was set up. And yeah, it's pretty useful in a couple levels of 3D World where you have a lot more ice to work with. You can build up a ton of speed.
Am I gonna make this?
But,
oh wow,
it's close.
I don't even know what to do with this now. When I've seen a couple of videos, they actually can get onto that island up there with this propeller head, which is just absolutely insane.
Oh wow.
Am I gonna be able to get this? I've never been here with this hat, so this is gonna be funny.
I think so.
Oh, look at that. Strats, everybody.
Strats.
Now, the problem is that I'm all the way over here. And remember what we just said about Fury blocks. Alright, cool. So this is one of 2 instances in the game where I'm going to try and get Bowser to take out 2 sets at once. I think it's 2 instances in the game.
Yeah, these two are close to each other.
I think
that island that Chad was talking about actually is what you get from the second set you can take out here. So
that's open. We didn't get these. Bowser, please. We have a marathon. We need to keep on the schedule, sir. Are you gonna set the marathon back, Bowser? Do it. He really is a villain. So Bowser's nice. He actually will take both of those out at once. And then you save all the time that I just spent sitting there waiting for him to go again. But yeah, that is the limiting factor of this run on a lot of levels. So now every other Bowser fight for the rest of the game gives me these nice spikes that I can just throw at Bowser. He can charge me all he wants. It's over.
Yeah, these spikes are great. You can hit Bowser with them a bunch of different times. He'll stick around for a little bit. So it makes these fights quite a bit faster. So much damage when you keep them from doing the rolling attack, doing the fire breath, just any of that stuff. You can just keep him pinned down and keep doing ground pounds and swipes really quick to take his health down.
Yup. I only scratch him once there. If you scratch him twice, even if he's down, and by twice, 2 full scratches, he will get back up immediately, and you can't hit him with the ground pound. So definitely want to get the ground pound in while he's down.
Now they just open up the entire rest of the map. I thought that was so funny the first time that happened to me, because I thought, it was going to be like another little section opening up after the first one, but it's just like, nope, here's everything.
Yeah. So, I just got this one. I've got some options now. My primary goal at this point, actually, is I want to make sure I have at least a handful of specific shines to unlock some of those Fury blocks before I get to 47 shines. At 47 shines, Bowser gets really, really, really angry, and even getting a shine won't send him back into the sludge again. So that's the perfect time to break open as many Fury blocks as you can. Of course, we still want to go fast, so we're only going to break open like a handful of them. We need the rest for post-game, but as long as it's there, I'm still going to do it.
Yeah.
Bless it. Where are you? You're over here.
But yeah, things will change ever so slightly when you have these 2 58 shines and the Spinal Bowser the first time. So there are a few things you kind of want to have set up so that once you get into post-game, it'll make things a little smoother. But a lot of this is just kind of up to you, just doing shines that you want to do when you want to do them. We're going to see a pretty I think you do this route where there's a pretty decent skip here.
Yeah.
When you first get into this third area, it kind of wants you to go. You can see that this black sludge you can't really traverse at all. It wants to kind of go around and through it to get to an island and then start clearing up the sludge. But by just climbing up this little area here and kind of skipping your way into Pipe Path Tower, you can kind of clear the sludge in a different order, and that will really save you a lot of time on progressing through this third set of islands.
I'm not sure it's even specifically a different order so much as I don't have to go all the way around the long way. That's...
If I remember right, and this is only from my like casual playthrough, so I started doing this immediately after that, but I think they want you to go to the rotating block island first, and then you kind of unlock around the way. I could be incorrect about that, but I think that's what they kind of intend for you to do.
That one is open, but
So by doing this, now you can get to the middle section and get to the other islands. Don't worry, that captain's fine. And that one's fine too. And
they got me one of the red coins, so it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. Put that one up here. Where? No, I do want to be on this side. Blessing, where are you? Welcome to fastest swimming tech, by the way. This little slash and dive nonsense.
To spawn on the other side of this block, unfortunately.
Yeah. So, as mentioned a little bit earlier, when you see the name of an island, that triggers an island resetting. So now this P switches over here. If the skate was one of the two most annoying shines of the game, this is the other one. Same reason. It's not particularly like hard, but if you mess up, you basically can't mess up and still get the shine. You have to go all the way back and do it all over again. And as you can see, Mario moves at blazing speeds through these pipes.
Yeah, there's really nothing you can do about these near the edge of corners inside these pipes. You kind of just have to suck it up and know which path to take and get up in as quickly as possible.
Yeah. There's just so many paths.
Yeah, and there's a lot of opportunities for you to go there. Luckily, they don't make you do the entire pipe maze.
Chat is actually right. That cat is doing just as good as the penguin. Mario is an expert at handling all those baby animals. Absolutely true. So we're done here for a little bit. So as far as clearing out the sludge goes, you can see the kind of hint of the start of an island over there. You have to get a shine from the Pipe Maze Island. I forget what its name actually is. And this island, all the way over here, which should really be named Donut Lift Island.
What did they even name this one? I don't remember.
Risky Whiskers.
Not the name I would have gone with. But yeah, you basically have to clear the sludge from both of these in order to get the egg now, which is in the middle there.
You didn't get it.
Oh, he went right. Oh, he was focused on.
We got it. But yeah, that's Bowser Jr. again, kind of not getting the coin I wanted him to get and going after the Fury Shadow, which I wanted him to get anyway, honestly. So I'm just gonna do this. So, and we noticed we have access to that back island now. Actually going to go ahead and just get a shine off of it. Grab this. I'm actually going to do something over here. I do have a leaf. You might have noticed I have not picked up a leaf at all yet. So the leaf I have is purely from getting 100 coins at some point. I love these propeller hats. So we're just going to get on top here. This is, I guess this is the first key we're actually collecting.
Oh yeah, it is.
You may have noticed that there are some themes and patterns to all these shines that we're getting. So this is the first shine in a cage that we're actually collecting. probably saw one or two of them by now. It really feels like I'm not going to make that jump and then just make it every single time. So falling with a key is pretty, because you can't keep the propeller hat and carry the key. That's generally when I will not be using a cat suit. I want to use a Tanuki suit.
Yeah. There's a handful of times you'll want to be able to float with a Tanuki, and that'll be the times that you swap.
What are we doing, Dan?
Oh, no.
You know, I thought before I made that jump, maybe I should just, switch to a cat suit, just in case. So we're gonna take that propeller hat over here. You can make this without it, but this is just so much easier. Now that's why we cleared out the pipe maze as much as we did. Specifically to have this propeller hat.
That propeller hat from the pipe path will come in handy. Mount Magna a couple of different times. This is like probably the biggest level in terms of if you're playing it as intended, how long it's going to take to get from place to place.
You can kind of see all those tracks.
If you're doing this time normally, you're going to go all the way around this mountain. There's a whole bunch of different things with some of the arrow arrow platforms and stuff like that in order to get here. But use the propeller hat, you can just kind of float in there nice and easy.
So, yeah,
Okay. We got another donation from ProPiece.
Yo.
This one is $10.34. This time, though, this one is in US. He said the number on the donation tracker was bugging me. I put this towards Mickey Mouse this time. So he's been fighting himself in the incentive. It's pretty exciting.
That was the second.
I've never seen that path to that one. That's actually...
I just kind of like thought about that the other day. I was like, I could just take this propeller.
I normally grab it off of wrist.
The third shine on this island takes you kind of all the way out there, and you land on that little tiny island, and you say, "Oh, hey, look, there's a shine over here." And there's a little post. You run up to it, put the cat suit on, and then it raises a pillar up into the air like some things in 3D World do. Jump up there, you get it. It's fun. This is also the only appearance of the 3D World sort of piranha plant mechanic, which is a lot of fun, and I'm glad it's here, just because it's fun. Even the fuzzies have tattoos.
Yes, the piranha plants and the fuzzies both get tattoos. Because why not?
Fuzzies, my goodness. What are you doing?
You've got to get that coin you've already collected. There you go.
Got 40 shines. Plus, I still don't see Bowser. Bowser's kind of over there somewhere, I guess. Let's see if I can get this. I haven't tried to do it this way, and this might be a terrible idea. This is a terrible idea. Never tried New Strat Marathon.
That was an option.
Like, it looks like it should be a makeable jump, but never try something for the first time in a marathon. Especially when it might lose an indeterminate amount of time. This cloud just kind of like lives over here and does its thing. And it's one of the really just out of the way, there's no good way to get here shines.
Yeah, this sludge won't go away for any reason. It'll always stay around, so you have to either try that jump that may or may not be possible, or...
Especially because we took the shortcut earlier. Because hypothetically, the best time to get this is if you're not taking the shortcut up to the fight means you can just come over here naturally.
Yeah.
But, with us, being gamers, I guess. I don't know. We're here now. We got it. It's good. We got coins. We're doing good. So sometime soon we'll get the 40 shine cycle. Hopefully break open another Fury Block already. Bowser's thinking about it.
He's like slightly miffed right now. Not quite peeved, but he's getting pretty close.
Let's see if we can get this one. I've had I've had terrible luck actually staying on top of these platforms lately. So hopefully this works out. Come on. We did it.
This is definitely one of the scariest Plessy platform sections to do. Because it is such a pain to get back to that spot, because you go all the way back to the very beginning, basically, to get it. But if you miss it, it is quite frustrating.
This time there actually were things that you can use. By the way, there's a Lucky Cat Bell up there if you're into those things. Another 3D World power-up that doesn't even kind of give you the hint that it exists in this game and your little stock menu at the bottom. But it is there.
Yeah, there are a handful of them that will show up.
They're usually like in hard-to-reach places high up on the map. For my purposes, they're mostly just like an extra set of cat bells you can get.
Yeah, much like in 3D World, they don't have a ton of extra value than a regular cat suit, but it is nice to just have another cat suit available to you. The more the merrier, for sure.
Like I said earlier, if I'm not using the cat suit, one of the things I might want to do is just take a hit. Ta-da! Expert dodging them. Bowser 4 is a lot like Bowser. Really, every Bowser from here is the same as Bowser 3.
Yeah, pretty much. There's no really new mechanics. Some things might change just a little bit, but I guess there is a new mechanic that we probably won't see once you get to the final Bowser. It might show up in this one too, I don't remember. But there's one more that's kind of back up and it'll start throw, fireballs and rocks. As you can see, down using the spikes.
I'd like to keep them down using the spikes, but all the spikes are all the way over here. And we jumped up. We'll jump somewhere else for you. Ah! Approach, which is what I wanted, so there's that. Much like the last time, it's only half his life meter. So, after Bowser 4, Bowser's sort of like immediately thinking he's going to come back again. Kind of caught here in the middle of nowhere.
I guess I haven't talked about it yet. You've seen Cab resurface and go back under really, really quickly. There's actually, if you press the B button right as you come out of the water, plus you'll do a really big leap and get nice speed. But if you immediately dive after jumping out and getting the speed boost, you kind of just chain them together and just keep Plessy moving at that max speed the whole time.
Nope. Technically Y's running this game, but I know what you mean.
Or
SNES
Y,
controllers.
Yeah.
It's because I don't have 50 bells for a fight. I'm just going to grab that shiny arm right here. Now, what am I actually about to do? Because we're kind of caught in this, the game's ending state. With a little bit of unraveling.
Yeah, so not every shine is obviously available yet, so Cap doesn't quite have every option available to him. But there's definitely plenty to do. It's just kind of what you want to do, what you want to take care of. The entire map will be important in post-game. There's not really like a, you can kind of just, finish this whole section of the map and not have to worry about it. Every different part will come into play. So, the options are pretty open.
Why not? Boomerang suit also in this game.
It is.
Get that way. That is the boomerang sequence for this run. As kind of as alluded to earlier, my main intention from here is I use it to new piece just to kind of carry this key around. I could have gotten the key on the ice skate island, but I do want to save that for post game as well.
Yeah, that's a longer one.
Not even because it's a longer one. There's actually another thing I want to do up there, but it's not available until post game.
Oh, right, yeah.
Much like Mount Maggie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I guess that is kind of the one thing with Shine's Galaxy is you maybe want to save for certain areas that you know you're gonna have to come back to in post game.
Chase the rabbit. Maybe not the best idea.
I think this is the first rabbit you chased.
It's a rabbit to chase. I think it's not the first rabbit available. The one outside the Coliseum is.
Oh no, there's more available. I think it's just the first one you've done.
Oh, that's definitely the first one I've actually done.
Yeah, there's a few of those around. Sometimes they're really, really annoying.
So let's grab this. This is going to be Shine 47, and as soon as I grab this, Bowser is going to get really, really angry and upset with me. But that's okay. I'm going to pretend that I have this planned out perfectly. It's
I feel like you did.
Here's Bowser. Here's the rotating block island we've kind of alluded to earlier. Of course, I want to make sure that I make the game say, why yes, MrCab, you have been on this island. Fast travel does become an option later on. Bowser's on the wrong side now, though, because I was foolish enough to kind of go over there. And rather than plant myself right in front of the thing like I said I should. Hey, Bowser. Cab, what are you doing? Those blocks opened up. And again, at this point, Bowser doesn't go away until you beat the game. If you're playing the game for any percent, 50 is all you need. So, some of the shines we've gotten would not have been in a any percent route because they take too long. But because we need to get them all anyway, we've gotten them. Good job, Bowser. So again, my goal right now is to just collect these so-called clear shines. Where's Fussy? What are you doing?
That's a good tag.
Thank you. I feel like I'm like in an action movie abandoning that island there. Where's Bowser? Those blocks over there? Come on. He needs to really let us know that he's really angry. But after this, I will break the blocks on top of the wasteland period. Gigadilla Island.
Dark. Oh, right.
Get in there. Sometimes Mario just decides he doesn't want to jump into a gap, he wants to wall jump. And there's nothing you can do about it besides be upset with Mario.
Mario just has to show how cool he is jumping off the walls.
I do want to... Oh my god, this lag. Be on Plessy sometimes. Just to make sure like Plessy doesn't go away. If Bowser shoots Plessy directly, Plessy tends to like just vanish into the water. And just like go into hiding, at which point you have to wait for Plessy to decide to come back. Get this on the box. Good. Let's go beat the game. Super Saiyan Mario Cat. One more time. Oh, we have to do it 100 anyway, but one more time. This is the last time we're going to see it for an hour, so. One more time for what?
One more time for right now.
Camera to knock me back to one of those other spikes that I still see sitting around. There's that. Bowser, free of the Fury for whatever reason, now pops out and decides to capture all the Giga Bells. Says, hey, I'm still Bowser, you're still Mario, let's do this. We have this section that I wish I had a better explanation of how it really works. There's a few sections where Bowser will decide to both shoot spikes off his back and shoot fire. I guess the Fury Wisp Blast? I don't even know. But if he does both, like that, and you don't get hit, you can knock all the Giga Bells into Bowser. And he gets bodied by his own force field.
Yeah, he normally does things that very fast. There's also some spots where he will do one anyways. Kind of just let you get another attack in if you don't get hit. If you do this right, you kind of take one trip around the island.
Yeah.
Or to go as it is. Once if you miss a cycle, then things can do the big attack that you can get a hit in on the first or second attack. I'm not entirely sure.
That sounds about right, honestly, but this is one of the ones where he pretty much always lets you get a hit on.
Yeah, this spot right here will do big fireballs and then let you get hit. So if you're really struggling to not take damage, you at least get basically one shot at it when you're moving around.
So that's it. We beat the game, everybody. Enjoy the credit. Yeah. I wonder what's behind that picture.
We'll never know, unfortunately.
So this is 100 shines, so we're going right back in. Don't worry, we'll get to see the credits a second time. Time permitting. Shouts to Plussy loading icon. So we have one more island that we can get to now. It's the island that we started the whole game on. And Bowser Jr. saying, hey, look at all these other new shines that are available. Also, we have fast travel, which makes the rest of the game a lot easier. Now, instead of having to leave the island and come back, I can actually fast travel to the same island I'm on, and it will load up the next, I'm going to say layer, because Metroid Prime uses that word, I think. And I feel like it's roughly the same concept. There's our hint that Captain Toad is around here somewhere. Don't get distracted by the Goombas, Bowser Jr. Go paint. There's a lot of question marks around the game. They usually have power-ups or maybe a couple of bonus room pipes in them where you get a lot of coins. And then there's this one where you get a shine. The motion controls in this game are actually pretty good in this and 3D World for aiming this thing, because I'm using a Pro controller right now. I'm just kind of tilting it around to aim this. It's not that bad, actually. Usually
it's not too bad with the Pro controller. The Wii U gamepad, if you're playing 3D World, if you played 3D World as much as we did, and then going to the Switch, you do kind of start to miss the Wii U gamepad because it was very, very useful. But using the Pro controller is not too bad. You can make do.
This works actually pretty well, as long as you're not trying to like tap rapidly. That's the only place in 3D World where it gets a little annoying. So,
yeah.
Speaking of 3D World, we killed all the enemies chasing Captain Toad, so we get a shine for it. So, 3 more Toad Brigade members. You can see that Plessy medallion there now. We will get that in just a moment. But this is... Yeah. All the Plessy medallions like that are post-game. This cloud is also post-game. It's right here, so you can get it now. This section of the game, when you first start up after beating the game, is the longest you will go without seeing Bowser. So, and I don't mean that from a we just beat him perspective. He is coming back. But we just have forever. We're not going to see him until like 70 shines, maybe. might even be longer. So we have
you get quite a bit of time here.
So basically all the shines that take forever to get that we don't want to get interrupted while we're in the middle of doing. I'm gonna get them now. So the Plessy medallions, they generally kind of do something like this, where you get one, you have to get all the rest of them, so you follow them onto an island. You go over the island a little bit, and then Plessy turns up on the other side. There you go. After that, the rest are pretty easy. Just don't be too slow. Make sure you're holding that run button.
You never go slow in this game, Cab. That's not good.
Why would I ever go slow?
Yeah, shouts to 55 shines.
55 shines. So, we're back here. Let's demonstrate there. Fast travel works pretty well. So here's this island where you're supposed to, once again, ride a bunch of these platforms around. You can kind of see in the top right of the screen, there's the bottom of a pipe. That's actually where the game wants me to go. And if I go there, I can ride in a pipe all the way to the top. It might even be faster than what I'm about to do. That's not what I'm about to do.
Yeah, there's a fast way that's a little risky to get into that pipe by bouncing out the Bowser Jr., but there's actually a very easy, straightforward way to get up to the top very quickly.
Kind of mentioned that there's those lucky cat bells in a bunch of random places. Oh, that was not the right button for us there. There goes my island now.
Oh no.
So I'm up here to get 3 shines. That island has one of them, and it's about to do a big lap over the top of everything. Here's another one of the Captain Toads. They only appear in post-game, which is why I waited until now to climb the island. So we have some time to kill while we're doing this. So if you have any donations, I think everyone's legally required to say that at least once during the month on them.
Yeah, you'd think that everybody wouldn't have to say that at least once. We're doing pretty good right now, but I could actually remind some people of some of the incentives we have going on.
You do that while
So,
I mash this
coming
R
up
button.
later this evening, we do have our F-Zero run, and right now we have an incentive to have a character bid war on the Blue Falcon or the Golden Fox. Right now, the Blue Falcon, is winning by $25. We also have a kind of cumulative total, we'll call it, for Elekhead, have a unlock bonus any % run. That takes $200 to unlock, and we are at $55 for that right now. Actually, I think I had the wrong one for that one. Sorry. Anyway, one more we have, is Super Metroid. We have the classic Save Kill incentive. Right now, Save the Animals is winning with $35, and Kill the Animals is just behind with $25. So I'll let that sit with everybody for a little bit. Well, let that stew. I'll take it away, guys.
So, I got that rabbit with Bowser Jr. while we were doing that. If you are kind of mashing Bowser Jr. into a place he can't really get, or trying to direct him there, he will eventually just kind of teleport over and just instantly get the rabbit, which is really cool. So, I'm now going to try and remember where the other 2 red coins are hiding on this island.
Get the one at the beginning.
I have the one that's still at the very bottom. I'm also going to get these 2. Yeah, this is the hard one.
Yeah, these are definitely the most costly tokens to not get that first time when you climb up, because it takes a long time to climb up the mountain, so you want to do it as little as possible. So getting everything you can on that first go, very, very useful.
So we're back here to the Coliseum, which is taller now. I'm getting aside for Cat Pom Pom. And honestly, because you have to leave the Coliseum like climb out of it afterwards. That's the main reason I waited for post game to do this, just so I can fast travel out of there.
Yeah, Coliseum's probably the most interesting island in terms of how it changes. You get into the same spot every time, but since the Coliseum rises every time you leave and come back, your method of getting there is always different. And there's that the Fury blocks that are here actually you can't get to these until you've done the first 2 shines.
Yeah.
So this is definitely the most unique in terms of how the islands change as you get different shines and leave and come back.
Right. Make use of our buddy Bowser Jr. some more here. Get that shine that way. And we have to get off the island and come back in order to trigger the island going up. So we're just going to trap Bowser Jr. down there. You can kind of see his shadow down there in the corner. What are you doing? Oh my goodness.
What you doing?
I don't know. Get over here. Get back inside. Go back to your room inside the Coliseum.
He got distracted by something. Jesus. I love Bowser Jr.'s confidence as he does actually nothing for you.
He just did it again. I like what you've done. I felt like I had like a little bit of grip. He's gone. It's over. So we're just gonna let that happen for now.
Yeah.
We have all 5 here.
So normally if you can grab that rabbit with Bowser Jr., the game will think, oh hey, you went to somewhere else and got a different shine, so we can kind of advance the island there, and we'll actually just rise up with you on top of it. But Bowser Jr. did not want to cooperate, unfortunately, so that's going to have to be the intended path to get back in.
This rabbit, though. This rabbit's the real champion today. I had like the little icon was in the top left.
So hard.
And, like I kept trying to bring the little like icon further into the screen. The game was just not letting me do it.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do it the fun way. Imagine playing the game as intended.
That sounds awful.
So by knocking out a bomb there, we can climb up these little rocks. Go up that wall. And Boom Boom actually brought some spikes to the party this time. Jumped off Bowser Jr. The red flash there is actually this paintbrush swipe from Bowser Jr. I guess it's like fireball damage equivalent, probably.
Yeah, I think
Hit by Boom Boom. Do I like take a turn my Mario card now?
it happens in the best of it.
Imagine seeing Boom Boom.
I couldn't.
So there is the aforementioned Fury Block Shine. Totally security locked away. Never be able to get it through there. It's impossible. No one's ever done it before. What are you doing over here? I'm certainly not climbing up that island until Bowser does something.
Yeah, Rolling Roller is definitely one of the ones that you want to make sure you're at the start of the cycle for. It's a lot like Crisp Climb, where it takes quite a bit to get up there that first time, So you want to make sure you're not going to get interrupted by Bowser in the middle of it, because we haven't seen it yet, but there is a very important mechanic in post-game that is completely dependent on Bowser cycles, and you do not want to waste a single one of them.
Yeah, we're kind of locked into needing 5 more cycles to beat the game, no matter what. We're at least with 100 shines. And given that Bowser's starting... I know, like I said, we're probably not going to see him until 70, but just out of skittishness, it's just going to be, okay, let's see what other, like, free-floating shines or easy ones I can grab before I have to do
it's always
anything.
the second that you think, yeah, I've got enough time to do this one that's a little longer, that Bowser's like, hey, what's up? What's going on? Let's play. So it definitely, especially with this first long one, you want to try and just pick up a lot of the really quick ones just to boost that shine count.
And I'm even trying to remember now, like, how many Fury Blocks do I even have left?
Yeah, that's always the...
Where do I want to go right now?
If you're an expert at this game, you've got everything perfectly routed out. You know where you're supposed to go and when. But if you're like us, you kind of just play the video game until you have all 100 shines. So there is some definitely like, wait, did I go over there yet? Have I done this? I don't remember.
Yeah. I mean, like, you can tell, like, I had a plan here coming into the post-game. There's definitely, like, sets of shines you want to kind of have planned to get together. That's pretty easy to figure out. This is the one I was talking about earlier where we land on this island kind of in the middle of nowhere near the other shine.
Yeah.
So normally this would be a great time to get that. Yeah, we gotta get this one anyway. So now it just becomes like a giant smorgasbord of we can fast travel everywhere. We have access to every Fury Block, so we're just gonna get shines. One of the ones I'm not gonna get for a little bit was the rotating block island. We already said, like, as soon as there's another Bowser cycle, that's a great time to go and actually go after that one. The last one on Skate Island is another good one to kind of wait until the beginning of a cycle, because you have to run all the way across it holding a key. And it's just a long trip. He's thinking about it.
Yeah, he's pretty close.
Nice. So we are here. I want to say that the Lucky Island shines are smart enough and clever and they kind of go where you are. If not, it's no, I don't need to get a Fury Block this cycle because I think there's only 2 left. So there you go. You get one of these each cycle from here on out. Yes, the game is lagging that hard.
Yeah, these Lucky Isles, because they're doing the Rain, they're doing Fury Bowser, they're doing 5 different catch lines. They go real slow if you don't have the camera too well. But yeah, that's kind of the main mechanic as to why Cab's gonna need 5 more cycles. It's just because there's 5 of these Lucky Shines. You can only get one at a time. Because of Bowser deciding to bail every time you get a shine, and yeah, you're kind of just locked in with that.
I'm just gonna go ahead and get this now. Again, so this island does have this like kind of secret side path to take all the way back to the beginning. All these little tiny platforms jutting out of the wall. Which definitely is easy and takes absolutely no time, and no one's ever fallen off the side while carrying this game, ever.
Not once.
Don't watch my videos.
Nobody's ever chucked the key off the side of the island because they accidentally repressed Y. That's definitely not a thing anybody has ever done.
Okay, I know what you're missing. That's fine.
Oh yeah.
That's fine. That's actually reminding me of how I was actually planning on coming up here. The 4th red coin is on top of one of the last like little rotating areas.
Yeah. You can kind of position yourself to get Junior to grab it, but it can be a little annoying.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying. If you're not like standing perfectly still, sometimes Bowser Jr. is just like, no, we're not teleporting anywhere. Sorry.
Oh yeah, you go into the air ever so slightly when you grab a shine, so the game won't let you actually bail out until you've completely landed and stopped.
So I do want to give shout-outs here to my favorite gamer, MrCab55, who discovered you can throw cats on Cat Plessy, which was the first moment in my life where I had to admit that my child was better than me at video games. It's like, how did you do this? This is so much easier than taking the ice flow and running all over the place.
Yeah, initially that's what, at least, you know, people that I thought what you had to do. I'm sure other people maybe figured it out, but MrCab Son was the first one that showed me that you can put the cat on Cat Plessy. Now that Plessy is in fact a cat.
Yeah, the first half of the game, I don't think you can
absolutely
do that.
want to wait for post-game for him.
Post-game, you can do that. I think actually the run even puts both of these cats on top of Plessy. No, this unlocks the Wasteland cat by getting all three of these over. So we're good. We have so much to learn from the next generation. Of course, he also usually like insists that I get the power-ups from the question marks painted on the wall, so I don't know.
One step at a time, you know?
We're working on it. This is what I was like kind of thinking about doing for getting that getting to the key. Come on. Good. We got it before Bowser came out. Yay. I didn't do the other one that's over here. That's fine.
Oh, yeah, this is gonna...
Yeah, this is fine. I'm doing this. Oh, no. Okay. Again, the general problem is the combination of getting a Fury block and getting the so-called Lucky Island in the same cycle.
If you can do both. Now you're over.
I do recommend leaving that central shine, or like kind of leaving the back line in place. Like you can get any one of those and it will just say the second shine. But there's one of these, because I think you have to get them in all 5 locations.
Yeah.
That, side because we can. One of these that you have to go off of a ramp on Plessy to get. So good luck kind of positioning yourself properly to get a specific one on that one.
Yeah, 4 of the Lucky Isles will show up just kind of right next to one of the islands, but then the 5th one that shows up a much different spot. It can be kind of big. So shoutouts to this Fury token that took me about 20 minutes to find in my casual playthrough.
Yeah, alright. That one's definitely one where you're kind of looking at it. Well, it's the first one, so it has to be before the second one. But where is it?
Yeah, they do it. They do a good job of, you know, showing which one in the order that you found them is. You can kind of narrow it down for the most part. That one was the tricky one.
There's one left. 4th one here is also really annoying to get.
I wouldn't say it's annoying to get. It's annoying to get out of where you get it.
Yep,
At least for me.
It is super annoying to get out of. It's a common place that you to death, and then you kind of realize, oh, I can just have Bowser Jr. grab it for me.
See, he did that so nicely for you. He never grabs that token for me. He will refuse to grab that token for me. So then I'm the one that goes in, and then I die every time.
It's so true. Bowser Jr. is very fickle. You just have to like mash sometimes and hope it works out.
Yeah, you just gotta kind of hope you got the right angle for him.
Bowser's already getting really mad out there. Just look at that. Red spikes.
Yeah, they speed up quite a bit. At least you get kind of used to the really long cycle in the first one, and it definitely speeds up quite a bit.
Let's see if I can get this. Boom. Yeah. No biggie. I think this is the last set of Fury Rocks actually. I'm gonna get on this side. Pretty sure this is the last actual Fury Block shine I have to worry about. I think it is. If not, we will find out very soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, the island's there.
Yeah, so that should be that.
See damage. Ah! Have fireball coming down in the foreground. What are you doing, game? You're trying to ruin me. Make me look bad in front of my friends on TV. What else is long that has to be quote-unquote dealt with? I only got how many shines in that last cycle?
You got about 9?
It felt like I didn't get any before that third shine. Like, I got the second Fury Block shine, and then just climbed this island, and that was it. Again, we're just like literally grabbing shines. Third one here. This is another key one. So this is another one where, like, conveniently, this island is literally between piece of leaves, so it makes it easy to just float all the way down. With these propeller hats, I mean, I know why they wait to give you these propeller hats because they're just too overpowered.
Yeah.
Come on. So nice. Ah, lost my momentum. I think we've got it. We did it!
Yeah, Junior just getting ready for spring training, even though the season's already started.
Is it spring training?
It is not.
It's marginally better. I mean, we're already talking about baseball team. The problem is your favorite team might already be waiting for spring training.
It's not yet. It's only April.
Well, we'll have baseball
I think
talk
May is
after
when you
this.
can officially say you might be waiting for spring training.
That's true. So there's one more over here we didn't grab yet. One of the Captain Toads is kind of hanging out around here. Or one of the Toad crew, I guess.
Yeah, shout outs to this guy in the Toad Brigade who we kind of just acknowledge that he is there, do absolutely nothing to help him, and just gives us a shine, and then we just kind of leave.
It's true.
Like, yeah, sucks to be you, Yellow Toad. See ya.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. What's he gonna do? Oh, have you done the discipline blocks?
I might not have. Alright. These are the ones I haven't gotten yet.
Those are the ones that I very often save, so anyways, because there's a lucky isle that spawns here, so... One of the ones that you said that can be easy enough to get both the blocks and the lucky shine. If that's the junior taking care of it.
Hear that tree shadow from us. Oh, that was a lot further away than I thought. Come on. Sometimes you just can't find Mario.
Yeah, those little fling things, they just don't work sometimes. I don't know what it is with them. Here's another member of the Toad Brigade we don't really do anything for, but
This member seems like he's in a pretty good spot too.
He's on an island with a whole bunch of cats. I think he'll be okay.
Yeah, I think he's living his best life over there. Definitely a portion of the run here where we are just sort of like waiting for Bowser to appear again.
Yeah.
And starting to track. Wait, how many more things are there to even do? Grab this cat that is now spawned because we did the second cat. So now you can see the. I guess it's the mommy cat hanging out over here.
I think so, yeah.
Start.
She's much larger than the other cat, so I would assume she's the mom.
Yeah. Now Bowser's starting to come out of the water. Let's leave the rest of the cats for a little bit, just in case Bowser decides to get feisty. If you ever see those cats when Bowser comes out of the water, they get angry and like all sorts of like evil shrouded.
Yeah,
it's spooky. Let's grab that. These cats are all friends. Yeah, they are all friends until they're not. So yeah, they're cats. We're not gonna have enough time to get this, I'm sure. Especially because I'm gonna have to go back to what's the island? Crisp Climb?
Yeah. We got Crisp Climb and
All right, jumping in again really quick here. We have a $2 donation from our upcoming runner, Tempest Mask 1000. He says, "Hello, friends of Game Over Cancer. Another marathon is underway, and I'm getting ready on my desk over here. Until then, I'm enjoying Cab playing It Takes Two, Nintendo Edition. I believe he has the Bowser Got Angry Edition. Good luck, Cab."
Bowser got angry. Let's see if I can actually get that before Bowser wakes up. I do like that the cat, like, swiping wildly in front of you actually does count as an attack. So if you happen to carry a cat into, like, a pile of boxes or something, you will destroy the boxes. You can bully the bullies with a cat. That's a really weird-looking X-Parasite. I hope I don't lose my boomerang suit.
oh no.
It's so useful throwing this one boomerang. They try and do a couple of things to make you use the boomerang suit in this game, but yeah. It's definitely a also appearing in this film sort of power.
Yeah, I mean, at least has more usage than the fire flower, I'd say. There's a couple of like tokens, compound mounts that you can grab with it.
There it is. Fire Flower's best use in this game is actually on the invisible island, because you can follow the fireballs.
I always forget about that. You can throw those out to kind of see where the platforms are. That's right.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of right there. This is, I think I still need to actually go back and collect that Fury Block Shine. I got finished getting the cats. I got one more Lucky Shine, so that's 91. Yeah, we're very much in a mop-up phase right now.
Yeah, there's just a handful of assorted ones to pick up, basically.
Splash. So, yeah. After this, I think I've heard some people say it's basically Ultra Instinct Bowser.
Yeah, you'll get the, you'll see. I think there's a, I don't remember the other term, but it always looked like Ultra Instinct for me because it came out shortly after I watched Dragon Ball Super.
I have to actually get back to watching Dragon Ball Super. Shouts to Dragon Ball. All these Fury blocks he blew up and then just decided to leave behind. Where are we going? Here. Because all the cats around here are kind of, again, like on the surrounding islands. So I'm gonna stuff this one up here because who's gonna ever look at the lighthouse? Probably nobody.
Yeah, this one was pretty tough to find, especially because Mount Yagmeow is so huge. You do get a little bit of an audio cue for the meow, so you might be able to hear it. But I think overall these were pretty tricky to find, especially the one that we talked about earlier. Getting that one from Crisp Climb all the way back to the cat without using Cat Plussy is quite an adventure.
My cat disappeared. Another one of these switches. Very often, actually, the last shine I get for no reason other than I just forget it exists. I have 99, and it's like, well, what's left?
I usually try to do this one when I'm doing like the cats here, but yeah, it's one that kind of, you're gonna be in this area quite a few times, so it's kind of one where you just kind of
we're on a schedule.
You just have a lot of just overworld ones to pick up left.
Yeah. You gotta pretend that I have things to do before 100 shines. This is fine. Okay. That's what you want to do, Fuzzy?
Oh.
Yeah, I haven't gone through the tunnel yet. I've seen this one a few
That's
times.
why Fuzzy spawned over there. He knew. He was like, you gotta go this way, my guy.
He knew. Actually dive again. You got it? How majestic?
That's a great.
Oh wow, this one's still here too. I should have gotten this earlier when I said I just have to get all the Fury Block Shines. I still haven't gotten yet. I just forgot that this one's here. Oh yeah, this one.
Yep. that's a lot of the last shines you're picking up. It's like, oh yeah, I didn't do this one yet. Oh yeah, I didn't do that one yet. Oh yeah, gotta get this one.
This medallion's another one that just kind of is an outlier, just kind of hangs out, and eventually you say, oh yeah, that one. Fortunately, like, with fast travel, it makes needing to, like, route to them specifically at specific times a lot less important.
Yeah.
There are obviously a few that I did that it's very convenient to get them all at the same time. And, fast travel is fast, but it's not free, so if you can not fast travel, that's always nice. So I have one more Lucky Shine. That's 97 at this point? Oh, there's another medallion over here. I've got the one above the Wasteland Bell. That's the one that's in the back of my mind as...
oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that's probably the last one I'm going to get. And then so I just need to remember what the other last shine is.
Excellent.
I don't think I can tell you what it is right now. Not because I don't like chat, because I just don't remember what it is.
I think you got all the rabbits. I think you did all the battles. That should be the last medallion.
Metal Mania. So it's whatever that is. That's a rabbit.
Oh, you didn't get all the rabbits. Okay.
I'll throw the shell on it. Ta-da! Where's the last Lucky Shine I haven't gotten yet?
That one's gonna be... Did you do this slipskate, Lucky?
I did not. Kind of past me there, I guess. Yeah, there it is. It descends from the heavens. So as soon as we get the 100th shine, we get into the final Bowser battle. Ah! Come on. So it's at least going to start soon. Let's go! One more shine overlooking everything in the game for fun. Yeah, we got all the shines. Don't actually dive into Oblivion, Mario. That would be bad, falling into this. No! Bowser's just a little bit angry that we took all the shines now. But we got 100. We can wrap this up. A little bit ahead of schedule, I think.
That's because your game went so hard.
There's supposed to be a whole bunch of spikes over here. They appear to have all gotten exploded by something. Which is something I really wish I knew why it happened.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just if you land in a particular spot. Exactly what happens. Sometimes they'll just not letting you actually use them. You can usually get about 3 spikes before getting called straight on your own.
That one's gone now. Oh no. If you do have a spike, you can actually hit Bowser with it between his jumps, which is nice because it breaks him out of the cycle a little bit sooner. Obviously,
yeah, this is one of like the very few wrinkles they throw at you is instead of them on stones 3. Otherwise, the fight is basically the same as the previous fights. He just has a full health bar this time around.
Go over there. Whenever he's up here, I think he does the rocks and fire. Yeah. Just slow.
You can like knock them back into Bowser, the rocks, but it's obviously a lot more difficult to do. Yeah.
There we go. Get out of here. Remember how easy this was the first time? Certainly it won't be harder this time. Why would they make it harder just because I have 100 shines?
Why would they do that?
Seriously though, it's like impossible. Bowser shoots all of the spikes ever this time around. Yeah, there's like very tiny gaps. This one looks pretty normal. I think this
it starts out normal, but after the second, third, and fourth, you really don't have to have
There we go. Yeah, and now with that hit, Bowser's just gonna book it, and now the fun begins.
He shoots that shot like right in the gap you normally.
He really does.
It makes it very tricky.
It's like he has a strategy.
Yeah. It's almost like he doesn't want you to do damage to him in one fight. Kind of wild.
Bowser. Yeah, this is crazy. And definitely the first few times you play the game, you've kind of gotten here and you're full of all your power-ups and you're like, yeah! And then suddenly they're all gone.
Yeah, you really don't want to die here because you have to do run out of hits. So it's very important to watch and make sure. It can be hard to see, you know, whether you're Big Mario or Small Mario. Riding on Plessie and looking at everything else going on. You want to make sure you really take a death.
Yeah, restarting this is a bad idea. Again, like, just straight into it.
Too good?
Yeah. Oh, there goes PD.
Had a chance.
There was a chance.
That was a pretty tricky fight.
This is where the game just starts eventually getting to this point of like, well, I guess I have to let you get a hit in. You got the pity hit.
I think they do. You missed a bunch of stuff because you got hit there and they still let you get a hit. I don't know exactly how this all works, but
yeah,
I do feel like sometimes.
That Bowser fight was as bad as my PB Bowser fight. Also, this is perhaps the best moment of all Mario, so before we leave, we gotta hear it. I don't know why plus you needed an angelic choir, but I like it.
I love it so much. It's so hilarious.
It's too good. Yeah, that is Bowser's Fury. That's all of the shines, and now you know how to do it.
Every single one of them.
That was amazing and beautifully majestic at the very end with the angelic choir.
So good. This is such a great game. I hope that Nintendo kind of says, hey, what if we did a game like this, but it's, you know, like 5 times as big? That's really the only thing about this game, is that there's just not quite enough content to make it a full release. But I would love to see a game like this where it's just this, but 5 times or something like that, because it's a really fun game. It's just and like the music's great, the atmosphere's great, everything about it is just good.
I'm stealing Author Blues' description of this game. It's like, what if we did Mario Odyssey with the 3D World engine, and also you had like stock power-ups, which is just so incredibly useful.
No, there's a ton of great ideas in this game.
It's just so much more fun too, because then it's like, how many times you like trying to run a Mario game and you take one hit in a bad spot and you're like, well, there goes that. Or maybe, you know, you're just doing something else. Maybe even just casually, that's annoying. Just having all those power-ups is nice. Yeah.
So yeah, I highly recommend this game. If you are at all interested in playing 3D World on the Switch, which you should be, because that game owns too, highly recommend picking this up, because both this and 3D World are really fun games.
Yeah, if you have not played 3D World, get this for sure, so you can play 3D World and this. If you have played 3D World, maybe get this anyway.
Get it anyway.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, play 3D World again. It's a good game.
Yeah.
All right, that was awesome, Mr. Cav. Thank you so much for that awesome, just like, I want to call it a performance, because some of those stuff was just like silly. That final boss was so rude. I can't even imagine.
Yeah, that's usually the
All
time where
right,
you
folks.
take all your power-ups and they're gone. Yeah. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for coming. All right, folks, stay put. Don't go anywhere. Next up, we got Mega Man Extreme 2 with Tempest Mask. All right, guys, stay put.